Hey guys, Ben here. Welcome to episode 90 of my daily videos about copywriting. Isn't that crazy that it's 3 months of daily videos. For today, I have something to talk about that I encountered numerous times in my life, and it applies to copywriting quite well. And that is, do not assume that people know what you're talking about. And that comes down specifically to what words you use. Because in the last few weeks, I have come across people and I've talked to them, and I used the word copywriting, for example. And more than 3 times, people were thinking I was speaking about copyright, like COPYRIGHT. So me being very into the subject of copywriting, writing to sell, writing advertisements, I assumed it is very common knowledge to use the word copywriting and everybody would know what I'm talking about. But I then after a while got the grasp that they were thinking I was speaking about something else, and I could clear it up. And that in many areas of my life I have encountered numerous times where I thought people would know what I was talking about, but they were thinking about something very different, or they had no idea at all, but were too shy to say it. And also the other way around. I have had many situations where I had no clue what people were talking about, but they were just throwing words out there, throwing ideas out there, describing them with words that I have never heard about. And that creates confusion. It creates some kind of disassociation between the two parties who are speaking, and it's not very beneficial if you're trying to make someone have the realization that they should buy from you. So I have mentioned this before in an earlier video, but it has became much clearer to me in recent times because of these few incidents about the subject of copywriting specifically. So my tip to you: don't assume that people know what you're talking about. No matter what industry you are in, you are likely to use jargon or slang of your specific skill or craft, but try to speak as simple as possible, and try always to be always interested or open to discover that the other person doesn't know what you're talking about, and try to be very sensible or sensitive about finding out if they actually know what you're talking about. So if it's in written form, you have really no chance to kind of test or evaluate if someone is knowing what you're talking about. So you have to make sure that there is almost no room for confusion when you describe your services, when you describe the benefits of your services, all these different things, especially in written form. Because when you speak to someone, you can always kind of sense or perceive if the other person knows what you're talking about, and then you can adjust right on the spot when noticing it. But sometimes, and that is the tip here, sometimes even in verbal communication you won't notice it, because they don't want to sound stupid, they don't want to appear stupid, so many people won't tell you, because we have learned in school that you shouldn't make mistakes. Mistakes are a bad thing. Not knowing things in an exam is a bad thing. People don't want to be stupid, so we don't always just say we don't understand something. Maybe you have encountered a situation like that in school, where the teacher was talking about something and it sounded complex. You didn't know what it was. You asked the person next to you and they didn't know it either, but nobody was raising their hand to find out, to expose themselves not knowing something. Everybody was kind of like thinking they were the only ones not knowing that word, and everybody around them was quiet, so assuming they would know. And so you stayed quiet too, and in the end most of the people didn't get what the teacher was talking about. And yeah, so don't assume people know what you're talking about. Don't assume they know the words that you're using. Try to be as simple as possible. Don't expect them to come forward when you're being confusing. So it's your responsibility to be super simple, super practical, and make sure people understand what you're talking about. That's all I have for you today. I hope you can apply this in all your life, not just in copywriting or in marketing. And yeah, have better communication, have better relationships, and yeah, sell more stuff in the end. I hope you liked this video. Leave a like if you did, and I'll see you for tomorrow's episode. Bye.